For the final time in 2024, we join you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the Cardinals and Pirates play the third, final, and rubber game of a big three-game series. Another big crowd expected on a lovely day for baseball here at PNC Park.
Well, a streak comes to an end today, Matt. We found out about an hour ago that Brian Reynolds is scratched with back spasms. He has started every single game this season until today.
For Martin Perez, making a 16th start, 5.61 ERA, and like you were saying, Brownie, this is a big start for him to kind of get things back on track. 33-year-old lefty is in his 13th major league season and just 2 years removed from an all-star season himself, so we know he's got it in him.
Mason Wynn, one of the top rookies in baseball, 0 for 8 in the series.
And this one driven into the gap in right center, but Michael A. Taylor has good speed. He tracks that down, and Mason Wynn is out number 1 here in the top of the first.
Here's Alec Burleson. He swings, and it's a ground ball to Tellez. No, he caught that on the fly right there about ankle high.
Perez will face Wilson Contreras next. 3-0 pitch. And ball 4. 2-out walk. Contreras leads the club in bases on balls. He adds to that, and he sets it up for Arenado.
Pirates tied it. Bouncing ball to Cruz, and on to second for the fourth. So a scoreless top half the first for the Bucco lefty Martin Perez.
The doubleheader in Atlanta really forced the Cardinals to change their pitching plans. It's a spot start chance for Matthew Liberatore, and he's coming off as a starter, his second best assignment as a major league pitcher.
Yeah, he was so good out last time against the Braves at 6 innings and struck out 8.
Pirates want to jump on the lefty Liberatore early here, see if Andrew McCutchen can get things going.
And a big swing and a miss. Filthy cutter ties up McCutchen. There's a good start. 1 out.
And here's Nick Gonzalez.
He's been batting cleanup in the first 2 games. This one towards center. Dylan Carlson gallops over. He's got that.
2-out free pass, and now Cruz.
And the first pitch popped up. And at second, Brendan Donovan is there. He's got it, and Libby threw the first inning on just 16 pitches.
Scoreless through 1. Paul Goldschmidt to lead it off against Martin Perez.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And Goldschmidt down. The first K for Martin Perez.
Dylan Carlson, his next base is empty, and 2 men out. The 3-2 pitch is taken low. A couple of 2-out walks for Perez. Let's make him pay for that. Nootbaar is looking for his second hit of the series. He bats with a man aboard in the second. On the ground, that's going to sneak up the middle for a base hit. Carlson around second. He'll go first to third. And Pedro Pajes will have a chance with runners at the corners and 2 outs.
Taking off and now throwing down late, and they've got an interesting situation. Gonzalez has to watch that man at third, and now what a job by Nick Gonzalez. Oh man, to get the final out. Carlson out number 3.
Nick Gonzalez and Joey Bart played this perfectly. Nick Gonzalez coming and getting the baseball in front of the bag, getting rid of the baseball, get that lead runner. That's a beautiful way to end an inning.
Pirates come to bat in the bottom of the second.
And he just got hit with a 2-strike pitch. Big curveball from Liberatore. That's the second Pirates base runner of the game. Joshua Palacios is next.
Palacios into center field and perfectly placed. First and second with no one out. 1 out now, Rowdy Tellez. Line drive, base hit into right center field for Rowdy Tellez. Huge hit for the big man, and it's 1-0. Huge. Rowdy Tellez delivers.
2 on, a run in on Tellez's hit. 1 out, 1-0 Pirates in the second. 3-0. Ball 4. Liberatore walked him. That fills him up.
And it's McCutchen again in a bases loaded situation. Another 3-2 pitch to McCutchen. And that walk will make it 2-0.
But sometimes you have to simplify things. Don't work the corners. Trust that defense behind you.
Connor Joe, the 8th batter to come to the plate.
In the air to left center field. That's going to be. Oh! No, it's off his glove. Carlson, a diving attempt. It's a 2-run double for Connor Joe. And a 4-0 lead. Looked like Carlson had it till he hit the ground. 4-0 Bucks.
Dylan Carlson out there in center field was covering some serious ground. Unfortunate break there for it to bounce out of his glove.
A free base runner. Goldschmidt is coming up. 1 on, 1 out. Goldie rolls one back to the mound. Perez to second, 1 quick turn, and it's in time. It's a double play. And if he clipped it there, clearly he's safe. But that's the question. Did he touch the bag? Maybe the shoe was quarter size too small.
That foot right at the front of the base.
After the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. St. Louis will retain their challenge.
That keeps the inning alive for the Cardinals. Let's see if Donovan can pop one here and cut the lead in half.
Rounds it to Nick Gonzalez, so it ends with a 0 on the board for the Cardinals. 4-0 Bucks.
Number 44, Rowdy Tellez, stepping up to the plate.
Oh, a high fly ball. If it's fair, it is a towering home run. They get Rowdy here. Into the Allegheny she goes. Number 9 for Tellez. 5-0 Bucks. He clears the deck. Yeah, Reynolds says, wait a minute, that's my spot.
And Rowdy knew it right away. I think in his mind, the only question is it going to stay fair, and it stayed fair by a plenty.
447 feet. The Pirates leading 5-0.
2 outs. Here is Perez.
And a shot to left field. That's down for a base hit. So Perez, an 11-game hitting streak. Mason Wynn 0 for 2 today. Long pause and pitch. Hammered toward short and through for a base hit. Wynn's first hit of the series. And all of a sudden, things getting interesting for the Cardinals. 2 on, 2 outs, and Alec Burleson, your batter.
Cardinals now trying to do some damage.
And a 4-pitch walk loads the bases. 5 bases on balls for Perez, the most he's issued in a game. We'll now watch him face Wilson Contreras with 2 outs.
Bounces it to Hayes. On to second for the force. And that's 5 scoreless for Martin Perez.
Goldschmidt a strikeout and a force play ground ball.
Driven toward right, pretty well hit. Joe going back, up against that wall, leaping try, can't get it. The ball will ricochet back toward the infield. And Goldschmidt is going to stop at second. He's now 2 hits away from 2,000. That's a 1-out double. So a chance to spoil the shutout bid here. Donovan 0 for 2.
Roller.
Gonzalez up with it cleanly and on to first for the 2nd out. Goldschmidt moves to 3rd with 2 gone, and here is Dylan Carlson.
There's O'Neill Cruz. And that's another 0 for Martin Perez.
6 scoreless for Martin Perez.
5-0 Pirates. And Aroldis Chapman trying to get the last 3 outs.
He'll face the lefty Lars Nootbaar to begin his day.
The ball outside. Lars Nootbaar takes a walk to lead off the 9th inning facing Chapman.
Here is Perez.
Yeah, the Cardinals probably be kicking himself with all these base on balls.
There's a 4-6-3 double play.
That's a beautiful thing. Pitcher's best friend right here.
On Burleson, who is 0 for 3 with a walk today.
Chopped. Gonzalez to Tellez. Rays the Jolly Roger. The Buccos are on a roll. They take this series. They have won 10 of 13 and they're 2 over 500 heading to Phoenix.